Hi guys, my name's Jim and welcome to Six String Studies. Today we're looking at vibrato. But before we get to the lesson, if this is your first time here, welcome. I would invite you to subscribe and hit that bell notification button so you don't miss any lessons. Also check out Six String Studies Book 1, that's a free download for you. And if you like that, check out Books 2 and 3 and I'll leave the link in the description for those. Let's get to the lesson. Okay, so vibrato. The first type we're going to look at is this kind of classical vibrato. Now, I know I'm using an electric here, but the same rules apply. We're going to get this sound. And it's kind of an older style of vibrato. Still relevant though in certain styles, especially classical. What you're doing is your thumb is on the back of the neck, gripping the neck here, and your first finger, or whatever finger you happen to be using, is playing, in this example, the 7th fret of the G string, and you're just turning the finger from side to side rapidly. So if I do it slowly, you won't really hear anything at all. Very slight vibrato there. But if I speed it up, that is the kind of older style of shallow vibrato. Moving on, we have the more modern style of shallow vibrato, and this is like doing a series of mini bends, if you like. You're gonna, let's play the same fret here, the 7th of the G string, which is the note D. We're gonna strike the string, my thumb is on top here, and I'm just rocking or turning my wrist to the side there. So it is a little bit of finger movement, but most of it is wrist movement, just like we discovered on the bend video, which I'll leave a link in the description for. So you can go downwards, or you can go upwards. Now obviously that's going to be turning this way. I prefer downwards because I think it's a bit easier. That is shallow vibrato. Okay, moving on, we're going to do some wide vibrato. I call this the rule of 3. You're going to strike the string and do 3 bends. It could be upward bends or downward bends. Okay, so like that, okay? The rule of 3, so 3 bends, generally followed by a slide out. Okay, moving on, let's discuss vibrato on bends. So we looked at bends previously, but we didn't really discuss the idea of adding vibrato to it. So let's do a bend on this same 7th fret here of the G string. First of all, the wrist is turned. Look at the previous video just to discover how that's done. And you're doing a series of small bends at the top of the... Once you reach the apex of the bend, you're going to do a series of small bends. Down a bit. And you're watching that the pitch is the same each time, not this sort of thing. Kind of all over the place, but if you want to do more accurate ideas, so, and again you can do that same rule of 3 thing, or you can just do shallow vibrato. That's how you do vibrato on bends. It does take a bit of practice, so practice a lot. Okay, last one we're going to look at, or last 2 ideas really. We're going to use the whammy bar here, or the tremolo bar. Same note, 7th fret of the G string. And we're just pushing the bar in very slightly and letting it release. And you're going to basically cup the bar, but not grasp it. You're just going to have it gently resting in your hand. So it'd be kind of this position here. So check out players like Clapton and Gilmour. They do that a lot. This particularly works well on a Strat, so I don't have a Strat with me, so I'm just using the gem here, but you get the idea. So let's say you're doing just a kind of slow lick. There you go. And lastly, we have wide vibrato with the same tremolo bar. Sounds like this. And what you're doing here again is just you're pushing the bar in, you're depressing the bar and letting it release. And I'm using this bit of my hand here, the side, to actually rest on the bar. I'm not really holding it, I'm just kind of cradling it, just a little bit. That can work forwards or backwards. And obviously people into Steve Vai like myself, they do wide sort of vibrato as an effect. There we go, that's vibrato. So there you go guys, vibrato. I hope you enjoyed that lesson. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And check out 6 String Studies Book 1, 2 and 3. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye!